student. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of grading going on.
Hi, Mr. Tenney. I just have a few questions about the upcoming AP test.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Okay, bye, Mr. Butters. What's up?
So I have a few questions about antebellum history, like the Alien and Sedition Acts.
Wait, this is not right.
The New England textile industry, the nullification crisis, John Brown's raid, the election of 1864, and the assassination of Lincoln.
Maybe if you weren't all so dumb, you'd actually know something about history. But I'm trying to be nice. I'm turning over a new leaf, so take a seat. So what do you know about the Alien Sedition Acts?
Not a lot. I just know that it was during the French Revolution when John Adams was president, and he didn't want any new immigrants coming in the country, but I don't know a lot of, like, the specifics.
Yeah, so Adams was trying to enforce the Washington-style neutrality abroad, and he was trying to get back at the Democratic Republicans that supported the French Revolution. So he violated the rights of free speech, free press, and he made it really hard for immigrants to come into the U.S. Go long, Eleanor!
So yeah, that reminds me of Lincoln during the Civil War when he suspended the right of habeas corpus, which is a fundamental right of American citizens, and then it greatly affected how he was viewed in the election of 1864.
Caitlin, you're exactly right! That's right on the money! Get it? Lincoln? No.
Wow, presidents have been suspending constitutional rights all the way from the late 1700s to the mid 1800s. I can't believe I never saw that before.
Yeah, the election of 1864 was really important. Like, you should already know that. But that's when Lincoln defeated Democratic nominee George B. McClellan by a pretty big margin, because a lot of the southern states had already seceded from the Union.
So what about John Brown's raid? My notes say that he and a small group raided Harper's Ferry and stole a bunch of guns and arms that they were going to use to start a slave revolt in the South, but Robert E. Lee put a stop to it and arrested him, and he ended up being hung.
I wonder whose PowerPoint you got those great notes from. But yeah, all those things are true. And John Brown's raid made the North view John Brown as a martyr, versus the Southerners were pissed because he was trying to uproot their slavery. And there were also some false rumors that Lincoln supported John Brown's actions, so that really contributed to the divide in voting for Lincoln in the election of 1864.
Oh wait, that kind of reminds me of the nullification crisis, like people pushing back against established norms and authority.
Yeah, you're right, Caitlin. The South Carolinians were mad because their economy was being hurt while boosting the northern economy due to the Tariff of Abominations. But then Jackson shut it all down by passing the Force Bill and making a compromise. Oh, god dang it, the Dakotas! Sorry.
Oh, I see the connection now. Like in John Brown's raid, they're still fighting against the establishment of slavery. And in the nullification crisis, they're fighting against an unfair tariff. And this kind of goes back to the idea that America was changing and still trying to find its identity as a democracy, while conflicts and disputes are still going on internally.
Something important to remember about the Tariff of Abominations is that it was passed to protect northern industry. And you want to know what that industry was? It was the New England textile industry. And I believe that was on your list.
Okay, I can see how tariffs that affect foreign trade and new developing industries in the North and South can affect rivalries and tensions between the two regions in the U.S.
The growth of the New England textile industry contributed to the North being viewed as a center of industry and manufacturing, which contrasted with the idea that the South was a more agricultural and traditional center of the country.
So how does this all tie back to the assassination of Lincoln, because it ended this era?
Sorry, what did you say?
The assassination of Lincoln?
Oh, yeah, right. The difference in the economies of the North and South directly exacerbated their other differences. So with the North being against slavery and the South being for slavery, when Lincoln came along and was also very clearly against slavery, it drove a significant wedge between the North and South.
But you still really haven't gotten to the assassination of Lincoln, and it's been 5 hours.
I'm getting there. But imagine you have a president that so clearly disagrees with the beliefs of an entire half of the country, and that was the South. So John Wilkes Booth, a pro-Confederate, And an actor, like myself, took matters into his own hands and brutally murdered Abraham Lincoln at the theater.
That was like a major turning point in the U.S. history because a president had never been assassinated before. Thank you so much for teaching me about the interconnectedness of things from the antebellum era. I feel like I know so much more, like how the nullification crisis can actually be connected to the New England textile industry. Thank you, Mr. Janney.
Good luck on the AP test. You'll need it.